Flava Radio. Mr. Antoine J. Nicole Dame Dash holding it down. And finally, the last born child has come back to Baltimore Flava Radio. What's good, family?
What's happening? What's happening?
Long time. Well, I ain't gonna say long time no see. Long time no seeing you in this capacity.
Yeah. It's all love coming back. You know.
He was a guest with us last year, and then he came and killed the cipher at our 1 year anniversary show. Wow. And he been all over the place, man. What you been doing since the last time we kicked it with you?
Just trying to find new things to get into, you know. Meet new people, network.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So what kind of new things we got going on, man?
Well, the Baltimore Flava Radio mixtape. That's one, you know. Also, I've been to a couple different venues. Been to the Spill. It was in D.C., then they moved it to Baltimore. I've been to... I went to D.C. Tuesday to a spot called Musa House to the BYOB. That was crazy. Also, Bangla is having an event on Thursday at a spot called Picasso's. So in Maryland and 22nd, 21st, one of those streets. But it's on Maryland Avenue right there. It's a new spot.
Shout out to Bangla. Bangla is everywhere, man.
Yeah,
he doing this thing. So, any new material you've been working on?
I've been working on material, but just like Shakina said, it's like, you know, you trying to work. I work 2 jobs, you know what I'm saying, and still do entertainment and still be a parent, you know. And sometimes you got to put some of that stuff to the back burner for a while. I've been working on a project for it's been a while. It's like right there, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm almost finished it.
Yeah, I don't ever imagine you not rhyming, yo. Like,
I mean, since I can't record,
right.
You know, because of scheduling sometimes because of bread, you know, sometimes it's because of whatever, I still try to hit up the open mics or, you know, just write stuff, whatever, you know.
And you be killing the open mics. I see you on an event, almost, not every week, every other week.
It's fun, for real. That's how I look at it. As long as it's still fun, I'm going to still do it, you know.
Okay.
If it ain't no fun, then I'll just, you know, step aside.
Well, for those who don't know, can you take us back to when it all started?
Oh, man.
Ooh, man. That's asking a lot.
I mean, in a nutshell, I grew up living next door to a DJ. You know what I'm saying? My man, Baby Bob, he passed away around 1998. And so from right there, I was hearing, you know, live mixing every day because he was practicing when he came home from school. You know, and my mother would tell him, she would tell me to go over there and tell him, she said, turn the music down.
Oh, she sent you to do the dirty work.
You know, and I would be banging on his basement window and he wouldn't hear me because he had it was a bar. They had a bar in their basement, so he had the turntables on the bar, so his back would be to the window. And so eventually he started letting me in and letting me get on the turntables. So I started off as a DJ.
What was the first song you actually mixed, or the first time you actually got on the turntable?
Peter Piper, Run DMC. He had the original Peter Piper. He would mix that with. I mean, he had the original they sampled it from, so he would mix that with.
And then bring it in.
Yeah, he would mix that. Yep.
I actually know Peter Piper. I actually know that. I know, but Peter Piper, like that, you know.
Like I remember coming in his house.
He knew 4 words.
Yeah, cause I don't know. It's like an actual pause in the. Yeah, but okay.
I remember going in his house and he had that, he still had it in the plastic. It was still sitting on top of the turntables. He was ready to open it, so yeah.
I always ask MCs this when they come on, and most of the time the answer is usually no. Do you remember the first rhyme you wrote?
I remember it, but I don't remember the words. I just remember seeing, I remember the paper with, 1 line, and that was about it. It wasn't really much to it. It wasn't much to it, cause back then I didn't start off rhyming. I was doing everything else. I was doing graffiti, I was doing breakdancing, popping, DJing.
So the whole hip hop culture,
yeah,
pretty much.
I did that in elementary school, middle school, and then when I came to high school, I wasn't even rhyming in high school. I was just the biggest hip hop head. I could just point out any sample, any artist, any producer. You know, I just had a real thorough knowledge. So then when I went to college, I started DJing, and then from there, it just evolved into me getting on the mic because we would have ciphers at our parties.
So that answers my next question. I was going to say, what actually inspired you to go ahead and pick up the mic and start doing that part?
Well, we had it was a few of us in the dorm, and we would come back from practice, and we would be outside the dorm having little ciphers. We'd be in the dorms, and then we had like different musicians, like my man Black. He calls himself Alfred the MC now. He's with a band called Soldier. He was in our dorm. We was in a group together. My man Jay, he was the other DJ. So we would just sit around and just freestyle, and then eventually started writing the stuff down, and then trying to develop concepts and songs and really be talking about stuff, you know. And that was around about 94, something like that, 94, 95, between 94 and 98.
So, before you got Last Born Child, was there another name or any other names that you were going by before that?
Not really. Nah, I was like, I got the name from a producer. I went to a studio. I really didn't have a name, and he was like, "Yo, do you have a name?" I was like, "Nah," and he was just like, "Tell me something about yourself." So I just started saying, I got 3 brothers, I got a sister, and he was just like, throwing stuff out there, and he threw out Last Born Child. I was like, it's different, and it's really who I am,
Yeah. That's the concept I always had. Your last name is Child.
Yeah.
And you're the youngest, so you were the last born of the child.
Yeah. So it just stuck. You know what I mean? It just stuck, and I just kept trying to like rebrand it. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. And then you come across this young man right here to your left.
Yeah.
Had a chance to see him do his thing. Was it last week? Week before last?
I don't even know.
It was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago. Yep.
How did you meet Chris?
I actually met Chris from a brother named Kofi, and I met Kofi back at Now Child Soundstage, and we actually walked in the 300-man march.
Oh, okay.
So when we met up at Milton Avenue, we just stopped and was just rapping right there. It was like you see so many people and at that point, I had ran into Kofi, and we just stopped and talked for a little while, and then we exchanged Facebook information, and then this one day he sent me a link with him spitting. I was like, wow, that's you? He was like, yeah. So it's like, this is I kind of had a disappointment in a lot of music that had come out over time, but then every now and then you hear somebody that's like, okay, it's not dead, you know what I'm saying? So when I heard him, I was like, okay, you know what I mean? It's somebody out there that gets it.
All right, pull the mic over to you so you can officially introduce yourself as the man who saved hip hop. That's good.
It's not my phone.
Nah, it's good.
It look like it's not my phone, cause I ain't paying. Yeah.
Don't worry, you ain't gonna get nothing.
So,
I got cut and I ain't getting nothing.
Chris Moore, the guy who saved hip hop. Kinda, sorta, still trying. I'm just an artist for real. I'm not really. I wouldn't say I'm a rapper. Like Last Born a rapper. Like he rap. Like I do everything. Like I started off rapping in high school, but then I stopped doing it, and then I just went to art, like painting and all of that stuff. And then recently I was just like, I need to take it seriously. So I started putting out more music, and that's when I met. Like that's when he hit me up when I sent him the link and stuff like that. So it's been real quick, fast.
So how did you get started? What made you pick up the pen and the mic?
Again, probably like having the time to do it. Like, cause now working for myself and it has made me able to do it. Cause I don't work as often as I used to. So like I can do whatever I want now. So I would just take my time to write, and that's why I was like, I need to take it more seriously.
Do you do spoken word in a sense? Because I think that's what I got more from you when you were at the Spill recently. I got more of like a spoken word thing than rap.
That's what a lot of people say, and I'm cool with that. I mean, I don't really do it, but when I'm talking to people, I want to give them something like that they can leave with, like a message, more than me spitting. Because I can spit too, but like when I just thought it would be more perfect for that setting where,
Okay, gotcha.
like
right.
Where we were.
Right. So, music wise, you have anything out? Any projects that you're working on?
I have snippets. I'm a diva when it comes to music, so like it has to be real. Like it gotta be
Oh,
real.
you got glasses.
Everything has to be on point. So it's like, yeah, I have snippets though. I have stuff where I'm spitting, but like as far as songs, no, I'm not finished with nothing. Yeah, I haven't finished what I want to put out yet. So
Influences.
influences.
I think your list gonna be crazy. In a good way.
Yeah. I like my favorite rappers. I'll probably say like Jadakiss. I like Joel's. He used to be dope. Yeah, Joel's Dipset. I grew up on Dipset, real heavy. Actually, going back to KRS-One, I feel like the stuff that he's saying applies to today's world, like today's society. So I'm trying to bring that type of feel back to music. Like that's why the stuff that I say, it sounds like spoken word, because I feel like there's a lot of people that don't know what's going on. They feel as though they do, but they really don't like know what's going on. So, but I mean, you good though, cause I'm here, so you good.
He gonna school him. He gonna school you, Dave.
Yeah, so like that's what I'm trying to do. So like, I'm trying to bring back like messages, like lead people, cause people don't know how to lead themselves. So like, you know, and a lot of people scared.
Ain't that the truth?
So
Don't want to give you that label as a conscious rapper, though, right?
I mean, yeah, I'm very conscious. Okay. Yeah, like, I mean, I turn up too, but like, I'm conscious because people have to be conscious that are real people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we got conscious rappers, but they tell you, all right, I'm positive, but then they don't do anything that's positive. They like in the clubs promoting them. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like we don't have any authentic human beings that rap. We just have rappers that talk about stuff that they think is good, but they're not authentic as humans. So
Okay, and this is you had a question, Dave?
no, I was just gonna do of course, you know, the 5-member group. But since it's 2 of them, I guess it'd be 10. Yeah, can do it like that.
However you see fit.
So, we're gonna start with you.
Okay.
You have the opportunity to create a 5-member band or a 5-member group, including yourself. You can bring them back from the dead, or they could be famous or unfamous, however you want to do that.
Okay.
You have 4 other members. Who would they be?
Oh man, I would probably pick somebody like I don't know, man.
You gotta say Dylan first.
Yo.
Gotta say Dylan.
I would say somebody like, I would go for somebody like Curtis Mayfield, for my producer. Or, somebody real soulful, and then I would go for maybe like a Nas, Rakim, Big Pun, and then round it off with Lauryn Hill.
Wow.
Yo, that's dope. That's real dope.
4 other members.
dang, that's hard. Lupe definitely. I would put Lupe up there. Sade, cause I don't know. I think her sound like something to mix it with would be hard. So I say Lupe, Sade.
Yeah.
Alright. Currency, cause Currency, I like Currency.
Wow.
Currency is dope. Now I need somebody else to top it off.
Meek Mill.
I mean, I like Meek. I like Meek though.
He said Meek Mill's sister.
I just don't want the drama side. I ain't want all that, like that Twitter stuff. That's hard because I want to say somebody from like a band too, like what was the dude that was just on Sam Smith? What was the dude that did the Wiz Khalifa joint? He did like the Paul Walker song with Wiz Khalifa.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Do not know his name.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
either him or Jared Leto from 30 Seconds to Mars. Yeah, so I think that would be a crazy like mix.
Okay, you guys give me your opinion on like the Baltimore hip hop scene. And what's going on? It's not that bad, bro. It's really not that bad.
It's not that bad. I think we got some people. I like a lot of people. Like
I feel like what you saying, there's like a ... after. Like.
It's not that bad, but
I mean, alright, hip hop. The way I would sum it up, cause I talk a lot, like so.
no.
The way yeah I do. The way I would sum it up is the people in my age bracket, they lack originality a lot of the times.
All right,
How old
what age bracket is
I'm
it?
How old are you?
22.
Hey, I'm the older cause okay.
Yeah,
Cause I was a baby until you. Yeah, I'm older.
About what, 6 months?
cause it's
Like 4 hours.
yeah, like alright, as far as our age go, we don't know y'all era. You know what I'm saying? We know what we know
Definitely true.
now. So they'll say like crazy stuff like, yeah, like Drake's the best rapper. I'm like, what? Like if you say it to me, I'm like,
Y'all say what?
He's a good rapper. I don't think he's the best one, but okay.
he's far from that to me.
It's
You know what I'm
so-
saying? But
oh
a
my
person
God,
that's our age that don't go back to see where they came from. It's the same thing with like intellect. They don't go back to see where they come from. They just know what they going through now. So you can't really blame them, but that's what I feel like.
For me, I would say, you know, if anybody's listening, get your Google search engine ready.
You gotta tell me
Because
twice.
this is an incredible list right here. You know, of course, there's going to be saturation, but then you got some ones that just going to rise to the top. And then rising to the top, in the Baltimore hip hop scene, you have Ill Conscious, you have Guy Grams, you have Dirt Platoon, you have Easy Jackson, you have J Royale, you have let me see, you got Voice, you got GGI, you got it's a lot of people. You know, it's a lot of people and everybody's just in different lanes. You know, you have it's areas of town that got their different pockets and circles, but all over town you got people that's nice. You know what I'm saying? Like you could really put them up against a signed artist and they will crush a signed artist, flat out. You know, because there's people here that's hungry. This is a place where people come from and they want it. You know, it's just not no like pushover type of place. So the spirit of the music is going to come with that feeling. You know, you take for instance, Ill Conscious. He's being voted in the top 50 of the region for the Jackin' for Beats. You know, everybody might not know him, but when he came and spit for them people at Jackin' for Beats, he was the first one they interviewed. You know what I'm saying?
The video you sent me was crazy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, and it was like I don't know how many people out there that night. You know, we went over DC the other night. The video that I posted yesterday, he was with me. But I mean, then you throw somebody like 330. She's not from Baltimore, but she's heavy in the Baltimore music scene. And then you got guys like it's a guy named School of Fish. You got ME. You know, these dudes might not be that known, but they nice. You know, when it comes to rhyming, when it comes to the microphone or performing, they know what to do.
Is the Baltimore hip hop scene, what's the word that I want to use? Is there a lot of like hating going on, or are we more unified and trying to take the city to the next level?
I mean, that hasn't been my experience. You know, I could say some people probably feel like that happened to them, but like I met different people along the way that it's been all love. You know, from the time we clicked. You know, like for instance, I met a brother named Tyreek Coleon. You know, somebody invited him to come to see me perform, and then he saw me perform and asked me to perform in one of his shows. So then I performed in the show, and then from there I hosted the next show. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, And then from there, we did other stuff together. We did No Shoes on Lafayette and Monroe. You know, so it's hasn't been like hate for me. I haven't experienced it, so I couldn't really speak on it.
I'm sitting there kind of laughing to myself because I was thinking about the show at Coppin
Yeah,
that you invited me to, and just thinking of the difference in performance level between you and the other. I don't know if that was a young man or if that was a group. I kind of thought they was coming up like they was the Wu-Tang Clan and all of them was gonna get down, but then when he got up on the stage, it was just like,
you know what that was? All it was is, you know, if you're gonna do something, you gotta hone your craft. You gotta practice. You gotta develop yourself at it some kind of way. You know, like when I played basketball, this one coach told me, he said, you know how you use your left hand? I was like, not really. He said, when you walk to the basketball court, just dribble the ball in your left hand. When you walk home, just dribble it in your left hand. So that started me on development, you know. If you just write a rap and then try to record it and don't do nothing in between,
yeah.
it's gonna catch up to you.
And don't bring your beat to the arena on an iPhone or whatever the phone was. Because that caused a whole lot of issues. So what's next, man? Can we like set a date for a project or?
Yeah, I want to try to do it. I want to.
And not to cut you off, but y'all gonna do something together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still like, you know, I'm probably about 75 to 80% finished. I still got a couple beats that I didn't use yet, you know, and a couple topics I ain't touched on, so I kind of left them in limbo to see which way I wanted to go with them. But I want to go for early 2016 because I work in the school system, so I'm gonna have like 10 days off in a row.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Around like the holiday, and I want to take that time to finish or get some of it finished, or you know, work on it some kind of way. So I've been having an issue. Like she was talking about, you know, the business side. You know, I signed up for BMI, and I had an issue with my password, and trying to retrieve this password has just been a headache, man. Because you don't really get to talk to nobody.
Right.
It's all email, and it's crazy, you know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to because it's just too much of a headache going back and forth. And I'm gonna take your advice.
So it's really that much of a difference between BMI because everything is like.
It's not just only BMI. It's just you know, just business now. They just want to try to
Automate
push
everything.
Push one for this and that,
Right.
3, and what's your member code? You know, all that kind of stuff.
Well, with ASCAP, you actually get.
You can get somebody on the phone.
Yeah, I need to get somebody on the phone.
And when can we get one song from you, man? One's not a snippet.
I'm still working on, like, I'm done as far as writing. I'm just figuring out the studios and all that. Like, I'll be in and out with my stuff because I stay up and do it. So it's like, I'll
One
be done.
take hold.
Yeah, when it's done, I don't even give dates. Like, I'll probably release it whenever and just be like, you'll see it because
You're
I'll.
gonna be on some Beyonce.
Well,
You
yeah,
know,
Those fans.
you reading it, like,
Right, if you
yeah,
reading
like,
it.
Just drop
that,
out.
I just like dropping stuff. So
Okay. What was you gonna say, Dane?
All right, so I have a final question for you because you've been in the game longer. All right, what would last-born child today tell last-born child when he first? What would he say to him? The first last-born child. What would he say to him?
You say the first last one.
Because I don't know how to
Word.
The current.
the current
versus-
then and now.
What would you tell your younger self?
Oh my god.
His younger self could be 10 years
I
old.
would tell myself, you know, keep doing what you're doing, and I say that because I've been in a lot of different situations where like money was involved, contract was involved, and I just stayed who I was, you know, and I would tell myself the same thing, all over, you know.
So you saying you've actually been signed for a situation?
I had a situation
Okay.
where we had a manager. You know, manager was coming back talking about he met this person, that person. We gonna take you here. We gonna go shop for this deal. Da da da. We never saw anything from it, and it was like more wasted time hearing him tell us the stories. You know, versus us doing shows and recording and trying to put music together. You know, and then I had another situation where I got invited to be a part of like a click, and things seem to be going well. And the next thing you know, I got a phone call that was like, yo, the group is breaking up. So it was like, okay, the group started with these couple dudes. So the one guy was like, yo, I still want to work with you. And I never heard from him again to this day. So from that day, I was like, yo, from anything I do from now on, it's just gonna be me. I don't need to really put my talents in somebody else's hands for them to, deal with it however they feel like it or whenever they want to. So like, just like she was saying, you can do your own investigation, you can book your venues, it's just all about how you want to go about it.
That's interesting, man. I was just sitting here thinking about, like, both of you guys, it seemed like you have, like, you're on the same level as far as where you're trying to get to, and kind of I'm not gonna say running into the same obstacles, but I mean, definitely y'all almost are on the brink.
It's real.